Hey you guys, welcome back to a review on Ready to Love. So let's get into it. LiQWYD.
Whoa, welcome back, KOED fam. Welcome back to KOURTNEY. I'm your host, Eddie E-Dub, as you sometimes call me, and this is my lovely, beautiful, gorgeous wife.
All right, yes, keep going. Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And this is KOURTNEY, and this channel is all about relationships, reviews, and tonight we will be talking about Ready to Love, or as y'all call it, Ready to Love.
And if you're watching us for the very first time and you hadn't already subscribed, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. We want you to join the family. We have so much fun over here. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. Sometimes the likes and the follow just not adding up and equaling up. So Facebook need to work on that because you don't need both. All right, so let's get into it with his ashy hands. Let's get into it with his ashy hands.
I'm not ashy.
Ashy hands.
Now you got a theme song now.
Yep, let's get into it with the ashy hands.
Now every time I walk into the building, that's for the first thing.
Let's get into it with the ashy hands.
Ashy hands. And what you need to do when I walk in, when you sing a little theme song, that pop up, think a little words going ashy hands.
All right, so it's called Opposites Attract. So the ladies are coming back in, and we got 6 ladies left. So we know last episode they got rid of one of the fracks from the freaks and the freaks, whatever they was called.
Frat.
Right. So they got rid of Stacey as well as Tressa. And so we're down to 6 ladies. So the ladies are coming back in, and you know, Tommy is getting when Tommy come in, what they do?
Tommy! All hail Tommy the King. You know, I get it. He's the host, but every time he walks in, they got to applaud him.
That's what the producer probably tell them to do, honey. Lay it on thick.
Good.
And then like Alexa Fly was flirting with him.
Yeah, like he Kim Jong-un from North Korea.
That morning, he acting like Portia fiance, honey. All right, so he wants the ladies to kind of close their eyes and imagine the person that they like right now. So who they are feeling, who they're attracted to, and they can see themselves with. So now open your eyes, and I want you to fixate on the person that you not so much, you know, on that same level with, because he wants them to kind of switch it up. You know, as we know that some people on the show always put their eggs in one basket, so he wants them to find other connections with the other people.
You know, when he told them to close their eyes and open them, you know what that remind me of? Remember the movie Time to Kill?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch the movie? Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you. So Alexa Fly and Ron are going out on their first date. Yeah, first date. They talked a lot on the phone, but now they're actually going out on a date. And it seems like they feeling each other. They going to play yeah, putt golf. So when she first walked in, he picked her up. Like, I guess
she's small.
She is a petite person. So he just picked her right on up, and he was like, and she was like, woo. So they had a lot of chemistry, a lot of hugging, a lot of touching going on.
Okay, what do you think about the outfit she had on?
Oh yeah, I really don't know what it was. Yeah.
Like she was like a little fairy from the little.
Yeah, I guess she was trying to fit the name Fly, honey, because she was finna fly away with all them little ruffles.
Ruffles and all that. Yeah.
So Ron is, like I said, feeling her. He's all up on her, helping her to do the little thing and stuff. And so it's just so much closeness, shall I say?
A lot of it.
Yeah. So she did ask about you know, he on this thing about the number one. Everybody want to be the number one.
Was it her asked that, or did he bring it up about the number one?
I think she asked, but I don't know. I may be getting confused with the last time they had a conversation. But yeah, so
no, she brought it up because she confronted him by saying, "Yeah, I heard, am I still your number one?" Something like that. Yeah, so she did bring it up.
Yeah. So they got to talking about their background, and so she was like, "Well, I'm a church girl. I think she said she was raised in the church. Of course, we know that she was an ex-wife of a pastor, so she was the former first lady."
And what did I say? I said, a church girl, she doing a lot of hugging, and you said what?
Well, it's not the fact that she's hugging; it's the fact that she's very
sexual.
She seems to be very sexual, driven, or her aura. She's just pulling off that,
lust.
Like,
it's just nothing but lust.
Right, good. And so you was like, I said, yeah, church girl, but what that mean? A lot of people in church don't mean they trying to live right or do right.
A church person is different from a religious person.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Spiritual person,
for sure.
Guess, yeah.
Some folks. That's why I call them church folks. But people don't take the time to develop a full relationship with Christ. They just go to church out of tradition, out of what they think they're supposed to do, but they don't even know who they serving or who they going to church for or what. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. So
on my other channel.
Yeah. Fire starter if you're not over there. So one thing that Ron said that he been out, like he go out a lot. And it was like, he didn't say in them streets, but that's how in my mind I'm saying he in them streets. So
well, it don't help that Isla said something about him being in them clubs.
Oh yeah, it don't help that. No, it wasn't. It was
it was Khalif.
Yeah. Both of them kind of said that.
So every time we hear him say something about being out, that's what we think of.
Like,
now.
yeah, we heard.
Yeah, we heard.
So Alexa said that he kind of got like this Prince vibe to him, like not Prince, like not that kind of Prince, but
you wrong. Prince ain't. He's known more for it than just God. Prince made a lot of good music too.
And that wasn't even a tune from his song.
I don't know he's so bad.
Not that kind of Prince, like a king, a prince, or something like that.
Royalty.
Yeah.
Royalty,
so, but anyway, so Alexa did say on the confessional that she feeling wrong, but she's still in the AJ. So yeah. But we'll find out that changes later on. So now Amber and AJ go on a date. This was the most awkward date, honey. They could both just FaceTime.
No, I'm glad they went because AJ needed some humble pie.
That's true.
He needed some and she was the perfect person to give him that humble pie.
Yeah.
She didn't cut no corners either.
So Amber was basically telling him, you kind of give me Playboy vibes, kind of like arrogant, you think like the ladies are supposed to just, I don't know if it's because the ladies go ooh, over you or whatever, that you really and truly haven't made a connection with me. I guess he bypassing her because she ain't kissing his feet.
Right.
So, and he said, I didn't feel like I'm giving, arrogant vibes. He said, sometimes people can mistake that for confidence and stuff.
I think his is more leaning towards arrogance.
Yeah.
He's tall, bald, with the beard. And a lot of women, they into
and
that. And dark,
yeah. She's just really not feeling him at all.
No.
And I don't think they really feeling each other. So, toward the end, she kind of rolled her eyes one way, and it was just seeming awkward.
Amber, she's a tough cookie, man.
She is, but I like her.
Yeah, I do. She's a tough cookie, though.
I know you had said that she kind of give you little sister vibes, but of course,
because she's younger, she's short, and she looked like she's like 19 or 20.
She do.
She's like a little girl.
But what is her career?
DA.
DA, not a DJ, but a DA.
Yeah, DA.
So yeah, she a little feisty.
Yeah.
So I think that what she did was she discerned AJ.
Oh, she did. And she did a good job of it.
Straight player vibe.
Well, then again, that's part of her profession. That's what she does. She's a DA. She reads people like that.
So let's move on to Chris and Chrysanthemum going out on a date, which, now that was awkward, honey. They had so much space in between them. They could have put another person there.
The Chris's.
Yeah. So Chris did say the times that he did try for Chrysanthemum, he said it wasn't, like reciprocated. It wasn't communication. So, he just kind of cut it off. He stopped trying. Chris talked about his dad passing away, right?
Yeah.
Because Chrysanthemum, she opened up and talked about, you know, her parents.
Yeah, she was in Italy for like 7 years till she was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think her dad's Italian, her mom, I guess, you know, black, I guess, yeah. And she said something about her parents never showed her affection, so she don't give affection. And I mean, you was talking about, well, maybe she can learn affection. But the only way she can see affection, she got to be around it, you know, because, you know, some people like myself, you know, sometimes your parents, you know, they love you, don't get me wrong,
right,
but they just don't, you know, kiss you in your forehead
right,
and all that, you know. So sometimes, you know, you just don't know how to, you know, to give it, and you don't know how to take it, you know. It's so awkward.
I can say for me, I didn't grow up with, you know, my mom, you know, single parent home, and I didn't grow up with my mom kissing me and stuff, like, just kind of like what she said, you know, your parents love you about what they did for you and stuff. But, you know, if my mom said, I mean, it just felt awkward if she was to say that, you know. So hugs and kisses, we didn't get that, but we knew she loved us. But when I started growing up and getting around other people, you know, and then having children, I wanted them to know, hey, we say I love you all the time, you know. And so I've learned to, you know, very more so be affectionate. And then in our marriage, you know, I'm very affectionate.
It took me a while to get used to that,
right?
Because, you know, I wasn't used to it, you know. My parents loved me, you know what I'm saying? But
even in relationships, she wasn't used to it.
Yeah, because, you know, my relationship before I met you was mostly physical, you know, and it was no intimacy, no affection, and all that, you know. So
yeah, so, you know, like I said before, you know, it took you a while for, like, to come up with we had pet name. I'm like, baby, you know, baby, and
I had a pet name for you.
Sweetie.
You a little kicker.
That's something that old man, granddaddy said.
I have an old soul.
No, that didn't work. So, you know, so you had to, you know, of course, adapt to that.
Yeah, I did.
You know, just like I said recently, you know, I say over the last year, so you've been calling me baby and stuff like that, which is, you know, was kind of odd for me to hear it because you didn't say it, and now, you know, I'm used to it.
But, you know, you got to be around that to understand it and give it and know how to receive, you know, and how to receive it.
And so she said that she hadn't been in relationships as well.
So how can she receive or give it?
Yeah. Too old not to be in some kind of.
How old is she? Like in her 30s, right? Like,
yeah, because though, I mean, I can say this, it may be different for other people, but a lot of people don't want to be in an affectionless relationship. No. You know, you want some kind of connection, you know, touch and feel it. But then I do understand that some people are not just like that. They don't like all of that.
Some people, like you said, they don't like it. They view a relationship as a partnership, you know, so they look at it from a different standpoint.
Or the fact that, too, some people, like, don't want to hold hands. They don't want to cuddle. They just want to, hey, be intimate when it's time to be intimate and be done.
But when you do it that way, you make it like an obligation, like a job, you know what I'm saying? You don't lead up to the intimacy. It's like, okay, boom, 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 we done. We'll go our separate ways, you know? So
I hope it works for her wherever she go. Chris, one thing that I was talking to Eddie about is that I feel like Chris, the guy, when he said, you know, he tried and then he just gave up. Okay, try again. It's like, to me, Chris is going safe place. Okay, Amber, she's safe. All the other girls, maybe, you know, they not feeling me, or I'm not trying hard enough, or maybe he don't have enough self-confidence in himself to be able to, because, I mean, the women flocking at AJ, why they not flocking at you? What's up with that?
Well, like I said, he don't have the confidence that, you know, like AJ does. And also, I think Chris, he's not a risk taker.
Yeah.
You know, he stays in that one lane, that safe zone, and he stays there. He don't veer from that safe zone. And once he try to tip his toe out of that safe zone, try to do something kind of risky, the first instance of resistance, he goes back. You know what I'm saying? He cuts it off. So, you know, he's he plays it safe, and he finds that one safe zone. He stays with it, and sometimes it can burn you.
Okay, so now move on to Amber and Joel. Joel or Joel, however, whatever. I think you say what?
Joel.
Okay, I think it's pronounced Joel. On
well,
here.
we'll ask Miss Omega.
Yeah,
how
Ms.
you pronounce Omega? Joel. Lustin.
So Amber and Joel went out on a date, and so I think Amber set this date up, and Joel was a little surprised, because I guess they haven't connected or went out or anything like that.
You know what I'm saying? You heard me. You heard me.
You heard me shout it.
You heard me shout it.
So when they got there, he was about to kiss her. He said, "Oh, I feel like kissing you," whatever. So he did get a chance to kiss on the cheek.
Now, before you go any further, y'all clowned on Troy doing all this kissing on their cheeks and stuff. They did a lot of kissing tonight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kissing tonight.
They did.
So, hey, Troy, they owe you an apology.
Maybe because it was a one-on-one date and not
I don't care. Now, Troy, going down, kissing them all.
do it.
He's going down the line.
So they was having a dinner, and so anyway, Amber did say in her confessional that she didn't know if it would be romantic or anything like that, but later she found out that it really was. So Amber, the question was asked, how do you feel about Amber asked if he wanted to be married again. Of course, he said, yeah, that's what, his goal is. And so he asked, well, how do you feel about being married to a person that's, of course, 11 years your tender, I think that's right. Tender? No, old elder. Whatever.
Tender.
That's
swipe
young.
Right, swipe left.
I think 11 years your
your
tender.
Senior.
Tender is younger though, is it not?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, we country.
You're senior. So, I thought it's something about Tinder, but maybe
Tinder. All Tinder I know is the app.
Tinder.
Swipe right, swipe left, swipe right.
In the school, what they say? They say a Tinder. They say a 10-year. 10-year, that's what it is. Anyway, honey, y'all know it's Friday night. Y'all in the comments, y'all teachers and principals, honey, y'all will get me, I'm sure. Send me to detention.
They're going to send you a letter through the mail, UPS. Give me your diploma back. Send it back.
So they was talking, and they had a good conversation. He asked her about, as far as you having children already. So she said she liked children. She said, I'm not trying to, he did talk about his deceased wife, Courtney. And so he said, I'm not trying. What?
You know what? Every time he bring up Courtney, there's a little glow coming off her.
No, it don't.
Hey, Joel, this Courtney is not up for sale.
It's Courtney with a C.
How you know?
I'm sure, I just imagine.
Hey, Joel, is it? And I know is it with a C or with a K? That's all we need to know.
Yeah. So he did bring up his late wife and everything. So she said, I'm not, of course, going to be a mother to, I can't replace him. But she said, I do love children. So she did make that note.
Yeah.
So he said, well, for him, he's not trying to run up behind no 31-year-old. So I guess Joel said, I need a woman, grown woman.
You heard me. You heard me.
Know what I'm saying, Charlie?
Yeah. He might be fit, man. What? He's like 41?
40 something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she's 31?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's 42.
42, yeah. Hey,
so,
man,
yeah.
They to me, but she do have an old soul. He said,
he did say that.
Yeah, because his late wife was like 6 years younger than him.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, so and then he fed her some whatever they was eating. So yeah, they had a little chemistry going on and stuff. So she said, if I like the date, I kiss you on your cheek, and she ended up kissing him.
Yeah,
so I thought it was cute.
And she had to get some phone books to get.
I know that's right, honey, because she's so doggone short. So let's move on to Liz and Jason, honey. Liz and Jason.
All right, my boy Jason. I'm pulling for Jason, man. I am pulling for you, bro. You. Well, first of all, before you get started, what's the problem with Jason? What's the problem?
Well, first of all,
him and Liz. What's the problem?
Can I speak? Because you.
He wants to know.
if you let me, this is a court of law. So anyway, to me, in my opinion, Jason is just too young. And I would say maybe young-minded. To me, this is not saying Liz look older, but she has this aura about her, very mature aura about her. And they just look like they were going on a date with the mother and the son. So, it just looked like that.
And not Joel, but Jason, you do you.
Yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about. All right, so Liz did ask the question, and she did look beautiful. He is really, really attracted to her. You know, hopefully he's attracted more to her, you know, intellect.
I think he is.
More so than her, you know, because it, like people in the comments say, ever since she wore that dress, honey, at that masquerade ball and shut it down, he just been on her like white on rice.
Well, I prefer Liz to be with him than David. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, I'm not saying I'm a fan of her and David either.
David got some serious issues going on.
Yeah.
And I don't think...
From what we see. Now, David, if you want to come on and give us an interview, email us and let us know and tell your side.
Well, all I'm saying is I feel like I don't like Liz with David.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so they had a nice date. They had some, you know, nice conversation. Liz hair blowing in the wind. So the question was asked about Liz. Now, she going on this, I guess with all these guys, she's asking this question because, you know, evidently she's celibate. So she asked the question, how do you feel about sex before marriage? And so he was like, well, you know, if we lead into that, I don't have a problem with it. You know, he said that's something, you know, you want to do. So it made her feel better. But, you know, I personally don't think that she should go on that tour asking that question with all these different guys because, of course, a guy is going to say that he don't have a problem with it. Most guys will say that he don't have a problem with it.
And that right there shows me the lack of experience of Liz not dating. Because if she had the experience of dating, she know not to ask that question. Because a guy's going to tell you what you want to hear. And of course he's going to say, yeah, ain't no problem with that, you know. He says that now, but once he gets in that relationship, ain't nothing happening, he's gonna get frustrated because his mind said, well, she is talking right now. She's gonna cave sooner or later. And when that woman don't cave, he's gonna get frustrated. It's gonna cause issues. So yeah, Liz don't need to go in there with that mindset asking you guys these questions. Cause of course they're gonna tell you, yeah, you know, shoot. Yeah. You think you be settled for 5 years and, you know, Liz got all that stuff going for her?
Right.
Yeah, I be settled for 5 years and year one, y'all, you know, you frustrated.
Right. And then be like Claire and Ryan. Well, Claire. So, they went on the Ferris wheel, and at that point, Jason wasn't taking no chance. He just flopped on that kids. I said, okay then, Jason.
But he did it at the right time. They was on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, he did it at the right time.
And the scenery was perfect. And the wind was blowing. For some reason, the wind always blowing her hair. Why?
Because her hair naturally is just soft.
I don't know. But anyway, when he kissed her, I said, okay, that was kind of a forced kiss, but I can kind of see why he went for it.
It surprised her.
Yeah, surprised to caught off guard. But what got me was when she put her head on his shoulder. I thought, okay, she's feeling him. No, a woman's not gonna put her head on your shoulder if she's not feeling you.
Negative.
I'm telling you, man.
If your shoulder right there, somebody.
So you gonna put your head on my shoulder if you're not feeling me?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
What?
No.
That's your bad. If we out somewhere and you the nearest shoulder and we know each other, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got to be feeling you to put my head on my shoulder.
Why would you do that?
Like why?
Because to me that's personal space right there.
Nah, man. If we right here, that's personal space.
You don't do that.
Anyway, in my opinion, I think Liz felt shocked by the kiss and she didn't know what else to do.
And she went limp. She went limp. No, whole thing she went limp. No, she didn't go limp. I think she just got caught up in the moment.
Well, she was so caught up, she would have kissed him back or something.
She did. She didn't push him away. She didn't turn her head like you did me.
Yeah, I did. She did that Kyra she did when she had to kiss you on the cheek, baby, on the cheek. But yeah, he went for it. I was like, oh man, that sounds awkward. And she was like,
the problem is, Coach. But the problem is that you don't like them two together. That's the problem. You can't get over that bias, man. No.
I don't know. It's just something about Jason. But anyway, so afterwards he plopped another kiss on her, and he was like, "Oh, let me get that for you." I don't know. He just don't seem genuine.
I think he is.
I think genuine, but I just don't feel like he can handle her. And I think that he's just playing up
why?
a little
I'll
bit.
ask you a question. Why you don't think he can handle her?
I just don't. I just don't.
Because you think
and
the
then
proficiency
then especially she done told him celibate, and all he doing is looking at her body. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to AJ and Kyra, honey. This hot mess right here. I don't even know why this girl gave this man another chance. So she pulls up in her BMW. He gives her a dozen roses. He got to make up for that last time he stiffed that girl. And then he set up a nice dinner for her, and she was loving it. She was feeling it, you know. She said it was very romantic and everything.
Oh, yeah, let me get this right. I haven't been on the dating scene for a while. So, a man stiffs you on a check. And all he has to do is take you back out, get you some lobsters, get you some lobster, some roses, and it's all good. That's it. That's all?
According to her, yes.
Ooh, that's not much.
Mm-hmm. So
that's not much.
They played the Have You Ever game and stuff, and it kind of opened up a conversation for but even in that, Kyra was like, for some reason, they're just clashing. Like, they're not mixing well together.
Not flowing
it wasn't flowing. But AJ did open up and said that, you know, in his last relationship, there were communication issues and stuff. So they had some issues in the last relationship. And so that kind of opened him up to some things.
That's player talk. He going to find, okay, if you got an issue with it, he going to blame it on something in his past. And, you know, so you can get that sympathy from that woman.
And he talked about his parents and how he grew up and all that stuff or whatever. But I'm not feeling AJ. So
player talk, player one-on-one.
So Kyra, she was smitten, to be honest. So she was smitten,
It's
honey.
so easy.
If you do that to me the first time, man, you're not finna do that to me the second time. So you're not finna get the second time, honey. Go on over with Alexa Fly somewhere.
Yeah, it's
but
not stiff me like that, dude.
So he did get a chance to give her a kiss on the cheek, and so she was just like, "Oh, I'm just torn with AJ. I'm just feeling him."
Just like that. This dude stiffed you with a check. Just bounced and left you with the check, and all you gotta do, man, that don't make sense to me. It just don't make no sense to me.
So let's move on to Dietrich, and that's his name?
Dietrich.
And Venetia.
Next.
So he said he was feeling Venetia and everything, and she was feeling him.
What
she said that initially, she was feeling him, but I think she said that. But anyway, don't quote me. So Venetia said, he asked the question, well, how's things going with you and stuff. And so she said, well, I guess she's running the kids to choir practice and doing some things with them. So he was like, well, do you have time for a relationship? She said, you'll always make time for what you want.
You know where she get that line from?
You.
Got it from me. I don't care what you got going on. If you see a woman or a woman sees a man, if you want to be with that person, he wants to be with that person, he going to make time for that person.
Keep that in mind, ladies.
Regardless.
My husband made that. He did it. He made it clear. He always been making time for me.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm busy. I'm working. I'm sorry I didn't call you back. Or I'm sorry I didn't text you back. I'm busy. No, if he wants to be with you or just, he will make time for you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got caught up at work. He'll send a text. I'm sorry I'm running late. Soon as I get off work, I'll swing by. Or is it okay for me to swing by? They'll make time for you. You know.
And you did that. Even when you was at work, you would check on me. Mm-hmm. One time we met. We was going to what we call like Jazz in the Park here, and he had to leave because he got called in. And he gonna text me later on a picture of himself with his work outfit on.
Cause I don't want her to think I'm trying to scoop out, stand her up or leave her to go with another woman. So I took a picture of myself at work to let her know I was at work. That I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, man.
Although he could have just did that, the old picture. I know that I get that.
No,
I knew you was sincere.
It was time stamped.
Yeah.
It was time stamped.
Yeah.
It was a time right there, such time,
What you mean it's timestamp?
You know, I thought, you know.
Wow, child, you can pull
That was no old picture. That was no old picture.
I'm just saying, even though I know, but for the people in the comments, he can't have been. No, I know it was legit. So anyway, they went on. What you laughing at?
People in the comments.
You know how people be thinking, honey. They get in the old pictures, especially people that got trust issues on them. You know what you do, bro. But anyway, he said that
you could have twin brother doing that.
So anyway, she did say you make time for what you want. So he said that she seems tough. Like she seemed a little tough and made him a little nervous till he could lost his appetite.
Yeah, well, if a woman makes you lose your appetite and she makes you that nervous, you're not man enough for her. You're not man enough for her. And she realized that. She realized that.
So, excuse me, y'all. It's like I'm throwing the yarn. It's kind of late. But anyway, so he said that she said, well, you know, I'm not tough. And so he was like, well, yeah, she said, well, I need a man that's going to lead. You know, I need somebody, you know, not saying that I'm tough. You know, I want a man that's leading. They start talking about the bills and all that stuff. Maybe that's when he shut down. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if he got kids or nothing. But
he probably don't.
Maybe he shut down. Maybe he used that as an excuse. But anyway, so the ladies get back together and they all come together and they all talk about their dates, and a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of shade was being tossed to and fro.
About who threw the most shade when they had that meeting?
Little bit Alexa. Little bit.
Alexa's fly. We're gonna call it. You know what? They say she called herself she fly because of the way she dressed. Right? That's what she said. Okay. But I'm not gonna go there.
All right. So Alexa talked about her date to Ron, you know, with Ron and everything, and how, you know, she said he my number one, I'm his number one and things.
Yeah, how she did it.
What she said?
How'd she do it? Throw her hand over there.
Yeah, she was like, I'm his number one. Yes.
And you know what?
And there was so much shade to
it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. Yeah. And Chris, you know, she was over there looking at her like, okay, yeah, I see you.
Yeah, and she did that to throw shade at her. So Amber was saying how she went on a date with Joe, and Venetia, of course, was, you know, them lashes, honey, them lashes, girl. But anyway, so she was up there, you know, she was fine at first.
Yeah, but you can start seeing.
But then when she said that, you know, they shared a kiss, but I didn't hear unless it was edited. She didn't say he kissed me on the cheek, I kissed him on the cheek and stuff like that.
No, she didn't say that. She said
she didn't say where.
All she said, you know, they kissed, and I didn't know Venetia and Joelle never kissed before.
Yeah. So
and that kind of got to her.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
I thought, okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
They feeling each other, and, you know, she probably think, okay, I really want to get the kiss.
Right.
But Shorty got the kiss.
So, which I think, me personally think a kiss on the cheek is more of a friendly. Don't necessarily mean that you guys are, you know, connecting or is it, you know, because it can be very...
No, I ain't cutting nobody. Y'all ain't cut Troy slack. I ain't cutting nobody no slack. I know, he kiss him on the cheek too.
What was he doing?
I give you a speedy trip.
What he was doing?
Trips for everybody.
It's when you make that.
Yeah, you know, so Troy did it, and everybody like went off on him.
He was doing everybody.
But
he didn't go no dates with nobody. He just was kissing them.
I don't know.
The quit trying to take up Troy. Anyway, so Kyra talked about her date with AJ, and she said that he made up from the past because Tommy was like, okay, he said it out for you and everything. You think he probably making up for the past? So, you know, everybody probably was thinking that. So she said it was the most romantic date she ever been on.
Now what she said was he took her on the worst date, then turned around, then he took her on the best date.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But she did say it was the most romantic date she ever been on.
I don't take much.
So Liz talks about her date with Jason, And, Kyra's into Jason. But let me tell you the difference between a mature woman and how she handles things versus an immature, petty, and shady woman and how she handles things. I noticed how Liz handled her. Yeah, me and Jason, he did kiss me on the lips. But it wasn't, he kissed me. It wasn't nothing like it was more in a classy way. And in fact, I don't think she really wanted to share
she didn't want to share
because of, Kyra.
But the fly, that's what her name now, the fly, she got to be seen like a fly. She got to be buzzing all the time. I know it's a bee sound, but flies do make sound. And like you said, it's a different type of style.
Yeah.
It is, one got to be seen, the other one just carry class.
So they did talk about the ones that they not interested in. So of course Dietrich was in there, and then they threw AJ in there and Miss Fly Honey with her.
That's why I did. No, she just
fickle.
That's a word I was looking for.
Fickle fly.
Called AJ was her top 1, top 2.
After she heard all the ladies was like,
I said, hold up.
He that. I ain't feeling
My
him.
question is this: the character she showed right there. How can I trust you to be my ride and die?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can I trust you to be my ride and die? When you get people against you, you gonna throw me on the bus.
Yep. She was like, well, I guess he gonna have to, because I think he in all that. He my bottom.
I said, but look.
Anyway, I don't know what that was. What she was on. So, they started calling out Chris. That's when she was like, okay, y'all calling out Chris. Amber was like, y'all calling out Chris. I'm calling out AJ. Y'all calling out Chris.
That DA came out of her.
She was like, nope, y'all ain't finna get the only man I'm attracted to on here, honey. Nope. So, and it did call it, Dietrich, AJ, and Chris. That names were called out, but the only 2 people me and they took to the thing was Dietrich and AJ. So, yeah. And
a lot of women don't like AJ, to be honest with you, because they feel like he's a player.
Yeah, he do got player vibes. Yeah.
And that's why I kept saying I don't see him making it to me.
He's not that attractive to me. I'm just saying. Like, I don't understand what the so hype is about it.
I'm telling you, he's tall, beard, bald, and dark. But anyway, but regardless to all that, all these Liz, Shorty was her name? Amber and
the rest of them.
And the rest of the only person that was feeling him was Miss Fly.
And Kyra.
And Kyra shouldn't even gave him a second chance,
Not even a blink.
So the only thing he had going for him was Miss Fly. Now all of a sudden Miss Fly turned on him because everybody else put him at the bottom of the list.
She flew away, honey.
Like, another powder flower.
Another what?
Ow.
So Dietrich comes in. Kyra brings Dietrich in on the date. So, when they get eliminated, they never know that they about to be eliminated. You just think they're going on a date with this woman that they ain't had no connection with on the show. Oh, yeah. So, except for Alexis Fly. But anyway, so Dietrich, Kyra brought him in and Alexa brought AJ in. They should have had somebody else to bring AJ.
Yeah, I agree.
Because she was just too much like put it in his hand. He grabbing her, coming close, and all that stuff. But it was more flirtatious. So I'm saying if she had to tell that man we eliminated, would she been have told him? They said you're eliminated, but I'm trying to talk you back in here.
I don't think she's ready for love. I really don't think she's ready for love. Yeah, that's all she's ready for love. Yeah.
So Kyra was talking to Dietrich, and he was a little shocked because he was like, we ain't never had no connection, and and it's a little bit late in the game. And I'm saying
that should be your red flag right there.
It's a little bit too late in the game and stuff. It was just what he was saying. So she said the ladies feel like it's highs and lows with you. Like you have your ups, you have your down. And he did admit that, he started to get a little shy. This journey made him, shy out some. Yeah, so, I think he started, he didn't bring the walls down. So, she did tell him, well, you're not ready, the ladies don't feel like you're ready to love.
Once he got rid of Tressel, like everybody said, that was his safety net.
Yeah.
And he was gone.
And so AJ and Alexa, they over there about to make a baby over there with Honey. Well, she was all that touching and kissing it, not kissing, but touching and feeling and stuff. So she said that she said for her, this is the first. Well, she said for her, first of all, I don't feel like you giving me the attention I need. And then she said, and the lady just feel like you got these player vibes and stuff. So, you got to work on that. And so she was like, and then you got to give me my attention that I need.
Yeah, he up there crying.
And she says, you crying?
I'm just getting emotional. I said, boy, that dude play.
He probably was scared because she said, well, the ladies decided to keep you in it. But you know what? I think what he may be doing is banking on the fact that he can stay on the show because one or two ladies gonna always be attracted.
Oh yeah, and that's what he's banking on. But the crying and stuff, he's trying to play on the heartstrings, and I'm appreciative. I appreciate you sparing me.
Oh yeah.
That's all that is, man. Play one-on-one, man. Nah, if I wasn't married and I was single and they put me on the show, you think I'll last to the end?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'll be in the car. What happened? Why y'all take me back to the hotel? What's going on? I'm eliminated already. What did I do? Why they didn't kick me off that show so fast?
Yeah, honey, you'll be like Chris was. His name was Christian in the beginning.
Christian looking around. What happened? What's going on? He didn't know he was eliminated. He just said,
Christian stepped his foot off the bus. Next thing you know, he had to get right back on the bus. Baby, the seat get warm for him. Then no seat get warm for him. They didn't put no card placement on the table. They didn't put his name permanently on nothing, baby. That's why he ain't giving no interviews, because we tried to reach out to him. Chris ain't gave nobody no interviews. I ain't seen him nowhere, honey. I guess he said, I'm done.
See, I'm telling you, man, I know how you feel, man. You probably lay in the bed in the middle of the night. I can't believe they eliminated me. What I'm doing here? Where am I?
And then he took them days off work. They said, you back so soon. We had somebody cover your round for the next 2 months. All right. It's late. It was silly. All right. Okay, this video is super long. All right. On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe on all our platforms and follow us on TikTok. I did my first TikTok video today. So, TikTok at Kourtney _and_Eddie. Kourtney and Eddie. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And don't forget to become a member, because when we reach 1 million views, which we're not far from that, we're going to start giving away giveaways, and we're going to start with our members first. So make sure that you join to become a member. On that note, okay, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And let me get off this video because I'm coughing.
Yeah, she coughing. Yeah, she is.
Deuces.
Deuces.